Hi everybody, Mark from Buybits here, and this is the Ultimate Addons click-on direct to battery hardwire cable charger for your motorcycle. It works in the same way as our existing direct to battery hardwire charger, except that we've put the box on a standard Ultimate Addons 3-prong adapter so that you can mount it on sort of the handlebars or of your motorbike on your existing Ultimate Addons mount, and then put the case on top of it, so it makes everything nice and tidy. I'll take you through the features first of all, and then I'll show you it mounted on the bike so you can see how it all works. So let me take you through the features of the cable then. Start off with the terminals. Red for positive, black for negative obviously. These click onto the terminals of your battery on your bike, wherever that may be mounted. I'll show you that after fixing those on in a minute. We come along over here, we've got a fuse holder. This is completely waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet in the great British weather. Standard 2-amp blade fuse inside, just keeping that nice and secure and nice and tidy. Then before we get to the box, we've got 1.5 meters of cable. So that's 60 inches for those of you who are imperialists. That should be plenty to get you from your battery up to the front of your handlebars, making sure it's all nice and sort of tidy and stuff. And then we get to the box. This is where the magic happens. On the box we've got an LED here, and we've got a button. The LED obviously tells you when the charge is being drawn from the battery and taking you to your device, and the button turns that on and off. What's great about this button is that because obviously it's mounted to the battery, which takes a little bit of work. It's not particularly tricky, but it takes some screwing and stuff. It means that you can leave it attached to your bike all year round. You know, if like many people, you leave it sort of in your garage for the winter months and stuff. With it turned off, it doesn't draw any charge from the battery at all, so you can just leave it on there the entire time, and then when you come to take your bike out in the spring, all you've got to do is just connect your device, your phone or your sat nav or whatever, turn the button on and away you go. And there's no problem, your bike's not going to have problems with its battery. So this is the box. It's got a 3-prong adapter on this side which fits onto the mount that's already on your bike. I'll show you that in a minute. And then 3-prong sort of male adapter on this side which fits into the case, the mount, or whatever you've got your phone or sat nav on. And then at the end, this comes out the bottom. This is your adapter on the end, again with a waterproof covering. And we're going to slide off here, and on here is where you fix any of the multitude of different Ultimate Addons adapters that we've got that will charge your device depending on what connection your device takes. So those are all the features. Let me show you how it all fits on. Right, and so this is our battery, and we've got 2 terminals here. This red one here with the red marker, this is the positive terminal, and this is the negative terminal. So this is where we attach the terminals of our hardwire cable. The red one will go here, and the black one will go here, and all you have to do is unscrew this screw here, which comes out of the terminal, slide this ring underneath it, and then screw it back through nice and tight, and you'll be sorted. I'm not going to take the terminals off our battery. There's no need for me to do that. I'm sure you can work it out yourselves. But that's simply how it connects to the battery. Then we put the seat back on, and we take our cable here, and we drape it around the bike, sort of making sure it's tucked under, so it doesn't sort of dangle down or get in the way of you while you're riding. You also got to make sure this is a sort of a pretty hard-wearing rubber coating that you've got to this cable, but it is a rubber coating, so keep it well clear of any of the hot areas on your bike, because the hot areas obviously will melt through that cable and it won't function anymore, and you'll have nasty melted cable all over the place. So you want to make sure of that. So whatever sort of way that you decide is the best way of getting this cable from your battery up towards the front of the handlebars, I'm not even going to bother showing you on this bike, because whatever bike you've got is going to be completely different, so it's not really worth me doing that. But what I will do now is I'll show you how it mounts on the front of the handlebars. So let's mount this on our bike then. I've got a Ultimate Addons U-bolt attachment onto the handlebar here of the bike. You might have this, or you might have any number of other Ultimate Addons products that will fit onto your bike somewhere that allow you to mount. But what you will definitely have on the end of that Ultimate Addons product is this male 3-prong adapter here, and this is what we're going to use to connect to our box. So here's the box. We've got a female adapter on the back there, and we slot it on like this. Now this is very important. You must hear the click. Okay, that's why we call it a click-on. because we need to make sure that it's on nice and secure. These are designed so that they click on and they don't come off again unless you push them really, really hard. You will find that they can be quite tight to get on and get the click happening, but that just means that it's on really, really securely. You must hear the click before you mount your phone on it, because otherwise your phone could come flying off in the middle of your journey, and that will break your phone, and that is it would be a terrible shame. So the other feature that I've not actually shown you yet is that we've got a little clip on the side here that you can use just to clip your cable in, keep it nice and tidy when you're not using it, or when you are using it even. So we've now mounted it on. This cable obviously trails round to the battery, which is what we saw a minute ago, and this is where we're going to connect our device in a second. So we'll just take this off a minute, and then we'll take our mount. I've got a bespoke iPhone 4 cradle here. The reason I'm using this is because it's got the holes that you can see, so you can see me slot it on. So that goes on, and again we want to hear this click as well. So that's 2 clicks. That's the click that you heard a minute ago, and then this one. There we go. That's really secure. That's not going anywhere. Nice and tight. Now we've made it absolutely clear that we know that that's definitely very secure. We can now mount our phone. I'm going to take my iPhone and slot it on. Make sure it's the right way up. There we go. And we're all ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take the waterproof covering off the end of our adapter, and I take the actual adapter cable that you will select when you purchase the product, slot it on, and on this case I've got my iPhone connector on the bottom, which will slot in like that, and that then charges the phone. I've not actually connected it to the battery, which is why it's not coming on. Now you can take, if you want to tidy it up a little bit, which is how I'd like to do it, clip that cable in on the side, and then you can take the little cable tie that comes within the package and you can sort of tie that up. Made a bit of a hash of it, but you get the idea. So it's sort of nice and out of the way, and it isn't sort of too untidy, which is nice. And then you're all ready to go. The button's on the side, so you can just turn it on and off as you want. And then when you're finished, when you get off the bike, all you've got to do, disconnect. Off comes the bike, off comes the phone, and you're ready to go.